I got a top 10. Got my motivation high for my top 10. Gotta learn from the wise women and men. All my life, like nah, 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 nah. For my top 10, top 10, nah, nah, nah. This one's for my top 10.
I look at it as psychological warfare. And that's where I started learning that life is one big psychological warfare that you play on yourself. You play on yourself, man. The most important conversation I ever had is with myself. And the shit I was telling myself was so f***ed up, it was so wrong, it was so misguided. And other people start to write that dialogue for you also. And it starts to be what you say to yourself every single day. And I started creating a whole nother warfare, a whole nother battle started becoming. I was like, oh, hang on a second, Goggins. You have these tools. You have these tools. Your life was basically the perfect grounds for training for where you need to go in your life. All the beatings, all the bullying, all the, you going through learning disabilities, all the struggles. It was the absolute perfect training ground for you to go to where you need to go. And that's how I started looking at my life versus woe is me, poopy pants, kick a rock down the street mentality. It was, nah, God just hooked you right the f*** up. He hooked you right up, man, with the perfect place. You were training for the first 18, 19, 20 years. You were training for this stuff, man. You have the advantage of everybody else versus, my God, they're so above me. They came from a great family. Mom and dad love them. They didn't have to learn. They didn't stutter. They didn't struggle. No, man, your struggle is what made you who you are now. So I started flipping this into a whole different, I started being a master of what I was scared of. I was scared of my mind. And I became literally a master of that mind. And that's what now, from now on, it sets me apart from most people. I started diving into that.
I'm just asking you because I want to understand this because I'm a student. But I'm not on the same playing field as Michelle Obama. Clearly, you're not either because her book's ahead of you right now. So what does that mean? Because the reality is some people are in better, higher positions of power and influence.
You know what? It's funny you say that, man. And I want to get to that about Michelle Obama in my book and where it's at right now. So it's in the back there, Can't Hurt Me is the name of it. But basically, Michelle Obama is above me. But this is my mindset right now. My mindset is this. I'm impacting millions of people right now. I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd even write a book. When this whole story began, I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd ever write a book. So what it means is put everybody on a level playing field. If my approach to life is I want to catch Michelle Obama, I want to catch her. I'm number 2 behind her. Like I'm way behind her.
Yeah.
But if your mindset is that, you're gonna be trying to catch this woman, versus thinking to yourself, you know what? I'm never gonna catch her. Therefore, if you put that in your mind, I'm never gonna catch her. You're going to stop way short of your true capability. Mm-hmm. And that's the 40% rule that I talk about in the book. You have to believe that you have a shot to catch Michelle Obama.
Yeah, but let me ask you, David, you're not really trying to catch her.
It's a mentality.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is you have to believe you can. So by you believing you can, you're going to work your natural ass off. In the pursuit of trying to catch the impossible.
Me, my routine is every night I stretch out. And I stretch out for 2 or 3 hours every single night without fail.
Yeah.
And while I'm stretching out, I'm thinking about my plan for the next day. And I'm thinking about all these different obstacles that may come up. So basically, a lot of us aren't prepared for life. We get up willy-nilly and just hope life is going to happen. It is going to happen, but it's going to happen with a prepared mind or an unprepared mind. Most people attack life with an unprepared mind. What I do is I try to account for all things that could happen, might happen, probably will happen, and then the unknowns. So basically, I can't account for everything, but I do know there could be some things that come up in life that you need to be ready for. I know for a fact I'm not going to want to work out tomorrow. Therefore, I'm preparing my mind for that. I don't want to do that. I know tomorrow will come with some difficult decisions to make. It may come with getting a phone call saying someone died, this happened, that happened. I'm always preparing myself, not in a morbid way, But just like, look, man, be ready for life. Don't let life just start attacking you left and right. Make sure that you start to build a mental armor so then you're ready for life. And that comes with a very physical way, and the physical helps out the mental.
It's just life, man.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was born, I was a good kid, and life beat the shit out of me for no reason. But it's up to us. It's up to us now. No one's coming back to save you. So you better start to armor your mind against the things that are going to come at you. It's not always your fault, but you got to suck it the fuck up, and you got to deal with it. So that's why I believe in that structured system, because basically all you're trying to do is develop the right mindset to attack every obstacle you're going to face in life. That's all the structure is about. It's about setting up a structured system in your life so you can attack the obstacles that are going to come at you. That's basically what's
Out to the gym, and there's this like crazy elliptical trainer, but it's not a normal elliptical trainer. It's one that you like almost self-power. It's very
it's not electric. You do it.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
So I got on that thing and I realized, man, this shit sucks. And after like 2 minutes, I'm like, I don't want to do this. So right then I realized, it looks like we're gonna be here for a while. So I did that for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying do that, but that's something I did today. Once my mind said, you know what, let's not do this today. I said, well, since my mind went there, I redirected it and said, just for having that weak thought, we're going to be on here for a while.
Right. So it does sort of sound like you're punishing part of your mind in a way.
Punishment, maybe not be the right word.
Yeah.
I want my mind to know who's in charge. So for the better part of 26 years, my mind was in charge of me.
Yeah.
Which is why I made all these horrible decisions. Once you take control of your mind, you start making decisions for yourself versus your mind making decisions for you.
Don't usually get to see, and especially someone like you who you went into so much depth about your rise and fall and rise and fall. It wasn't like a straight linear process between you getting inspired and then you becoming this bad.
No, it wasn't like, what's that show called that Will Smith plays, that black guy who kind of makes it in the financial world. Pursuit of Happiness.
I never saw that.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It wasn't like Pursuit of Happiness, man. Like where the guy struggles and he gets over it and he makes it.
Yeah.
I fell on my ass. I thought I got to the top of Mount Everest, and Mount Everest just slide right underneath me, man. I was like, God, dog, I got to start from scratch again. Scratch became my friend, literally, man. So, that's how you put in the book, man. Just going up, going down, going up. Just the real raw version of how my life was it was so in depth to go back through your life with a fine-tooth comb that I almost got embarrassed to even put it out there to people.
Yeah.
That's what you don't understand, man. Like, even me right now to talk to you, I'm in the car for an hour getting pumped up because I'm a shy, introverted, leave me alone type of guy. Like, I'm still that who is 6 years old, at a play who can't say his line because I know I'm going to stutter in front of 5 people. So I walk off the stage. That's still me. So every day I'm fighting that dude. So people think, oh my God, man, you're on a podcast, you look so crazy, so evil. No, I'm trying to be locked into Joe. So my mind isn't very often saying, let's run out the damn door because people are watching me on the podcast. I want to open this damn door and get the hell out of here, man. So that's the real me. So I'm not sadistic, man. I'm focused on what I have to do to stay locked into the game of life. And that's what I tell people, man. I go there.
Would you say you've built this almost like sadistic quality where you almost enjoy the pain?
I don't enjoy it. It's necessary.
Yeah.
It's necessary. So every morning I wake up, it's not just about working out, but for me, working out has been a very big part of my mental growth. So for me, if I am not challenging myself every day, and I swear to God, people will not believe it, I was over almost 300 pounds twice in my life. A person that does that twice in his life does not enjoy cardiovascular activity,
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So people can put anything they want to in their head. I did realize one thing. The things I don't enjoy that I still do, that's where growth is at. And that's, for me, the only place growth is at. is in that very uncomfortable, in that uncomfortable zone.
Yeah.
So I have to visit it every single day.
So basically, what it is for me is, so I have my schedule. My schedule, okay, you can talk to Grant today at 11 o'clock. You have 3 calls before you talk to Grant.
Pull up the book.
Your first call is at 7 a.m. If my first call is at 7 a.m., I want to make sure that I am already done with my workout before my first call, because that's my strength. My strength is knowing that I kick myself in the ass, because I cannot go on and start talking when I'm talking to you right now if I haven't gotten after it. It's a direct reflection of my mind. This is what gives me power. What gives me power is I took ownership and I took responsibility in my own personal life to make myself better. Therefore, now I can come on here and talk the way I'm talking to you right now.
Yeah, so it sounds to me like to me, it sounds like the workout is ready today.
You got it. It has nothing to do with looking good.
Uh-huh.
That's a side. That's a side. That's the gravy. That's the gravy. But the whole thing about it is building the mentality. It's everything I talk about, man. I don't give a damn where you're from or whatever. It's about building your own mentality, being as crazy as it sounds, being your own hero, being the best person you can be, so you're not putting people above you. The worst thing you can ever do in life is put people above you. Because what happens there is you believe you can't reach that. You must believe that you're on a level playing field with every person in the world. And that starts with mentality. It always keeps you in the game. It keeps you in the fight. It keeps you in the battle. It keeps you moving forward.
A lot of you are trying to find inspiration and motivation with a depressed mindset. You're depressed because you're not doing shit with yourself. You don't find inspiration by not living in the grip of life. You need to live in the grip of life to find inspiration. Put challenges in front of yourself. When you put a challenge in front of yourself and you attack it, that's when you find inspiration. Try to be 10% better than you were last week. So if you're running 30 miles a week, run 33. If you're swimming 500 meters, swim 550. If some of you aren't doing shit, you're 10% is just getting off the couch. The more you walk away from accountability, the weaker you become. Find yourself in the grip of life. You can't find yourself by doing nothing. Say this, I started really realizing that when I started overcoming myself, I started getting around these real alpha males, these hard men. And I always put people way above me when I was growing up. Like, my God, they had to have a lot more than me to get to where they're at. And a lot of them did. But once you get around the best of the best of the best people, you can kind of start breaking them down and realizing, man, you're just as up as me. Like we all have, but all you did was you hit it better. Your upbringing, your mom and dad, your society, the way you were raised, it hit it better than mine. You weren't the only black kid, or there was like 5 in a school. I can't hide. Going through buds, I was the only black kid. You can't hide. But I started realizing, just because I look different than you, a lot of you motherfuckers can't hide either. So it started giving me courage through watching people that we all have a story. We all have a jacked up life in one way or another. Some of us don't have the guts to talk about it, though. And that's where I found the guts to talk about mine.